I'm going to show you guys a business model that is currently making us $60,000 in profit this month. Last month, it made us about $40,000 in profit, and we've just been slowly scaling it as we go. So it's called business funding. And I'm going to show you the stats right now of where we're at for the month. We're currently at the 22nd of July, and we're at 95,800 in revenue, and we've spent about $16,000 on ads. I really don't care about revenue. I care about profit. And as you can see here, the revenue compared to the cost is fairly low. The cost to actually operate the business, because this cost here doesn't include what it costs to operate the business. This is just ad spend. The cost to operate the business is anywhere from $20,000 to $25,000 a month. So as you can see here, even if we add $25,000 on top of this cost, we are still very, very healthy in the profit margins. So at this current pace, we are going to absolutely crush this month. Guys, I can tell you, I've done dropshipping in the past, I've done social media marketing, and by far, business funding has been the most financially rewarding and the easiest to operate. And I'm gonna break it down right now. I'm gonna show you how it all works. So essentially, what business funding is you have a business owner who you acquired through paid ads, and they're looking to get anywhere from $50,000 to $100,000 at 0% interest for 12 months. And I'm gonna show you exactly how you can get this. So what can this person do? Well, in order to get $50,000 to $100,000 for their business, they typically would go to a bank. Now, if you go to a bank, like let's say Chase Bank, and you get a business loan, which is a BLOC, you won't be getting 0%. It's probably anywhere from 3 to 4%. So they don't want to do that. They can go and get a personal loan for the same rates, and that's going to reflect on their personal credit. So they don't want to do that either. So what Chase Bank has that a lot of people don't take advantage of is business credit cards. So I'm going to put here BC. Now these business credit cards are 0% credit cards for 12 months. So what we're doing here is we're going to stack these credit cards to equal 50 to 100K. So you have Chase Bank, you also have Amex, you have Bank of America, and the list goes on and on of all the banks that you can go to that offer these business credit cards at 0% for 12 months. And that's exactly what we're going to do for this client. So you might be wondering, why does this client need to go through your business funding company in order to access 50 to 100K at 0% for 12 months when they could just go to Chase Bank themselves, they can go to Bank of America, and they can apply for these business credit cards on their own? You're right, this person could go to Chase Bank, Wells Fargo, and all the other banks that we talked about and apply for the business cards at 0%. However, they're just going to get whatever the computer, and this is my computer right here, is going to give them. So that computer might give them $12,000. It might give them $20,000 if they're lucky. Heck, if they really hit it, they might get a $50,000 card. But they're still not maximizing what they could be getting from these banks. And that is where you come in with your business funding company. Why? It's because you have established connections at these banks with business relationship managers who can manually do an application for your client. So you have a BRM at all these banks that we just mentioned, Chase, Amex, Wells Fargo, and with the BRM, you're going to connect this client, and the BRM is manually going to request that this person gets $50,000 on a business credit card. Let's say that BRM was from Chase, so now we take them to our BRM over at Wells Fargo, and we do the same thing, and let's say the BRM manually requests for a $30,000 card. Well, now this client has 2 credit cards, and they equal to $80,000 in business credit. This is $80,000 and these business credit cards are 0% for 12 months. So this client can now go ahead and liquidate this credit card and get this $80,000 in cash. Or if they want to use the cards, they can use the cards as well. But now they basically have an $80,000 loan that they can use for their business at 0% for 12 months. That's all we're doing here, is we're connecting our clients with a BRM at a certain bank who has the ability to manually do an application for this business owner that we got. And we are promising that we're going to get this owner anywhere from $50,000 to $100,000 at 0% for 12 months. Now, you can charge anywhere from $3,500 all the way to even $6,500, maybe even a little bit higher if you can get away with it, to connect these people with your BRMs. Your BRMs are the ones that are doing the application for your client, and they're the ones that are going to be getting them the $50,000 to $100,000. So essentially, you're just making that introduction, and you're making a profit just by middlemaning the operation. Now, of course, there's other things that come with this business, like credit repair. And what I mean by that is you can acquire a client who maybe has a 650 credit score, so they don't qualify for these loans and these business credit cards from the bank. So what you can do is you have another connection who does credit repair. So you still charge this person the $3,500, but what you do is you send them to your credit repair guy, and then once they're ready and their credit is repaired, then you can take them to your BRMs to get that $50,000 to $100,000 at 0% for 12 months. So this whole time we've been talking about BRMs. That is the main backbone of this business. Having BRMs, business relationship managers at Chase, at Wells Fargo, and the list goes on and on of banks that you can have BRMs at. Once you have established connections with BRMs, you can tell them, hey, I'm going to be sending you clients via email, every week, and I want you to take care of them, and I want you to do the applications for them online. And they will take care of that. Now, we actually help people that want to start a business funding company, and we connect them with BRMs, so we facilitate that. And once you have those connections, you're off to the races. All you have to do is market to get people to come through your funnel. You want to qualify them to make sure that they have a 700 plus credit score, and then you want to connect them with those BRMs. Guys, I really hope that this video makes sense, and I'm trying to explain it the easiest way possible. But as you can see, you're just acquiring the client. They cannot access the funding amounts that they want if they were to go to the banks by themselves. So you're connecting them with your BRMs. They're taking care of the client. However, you are still doing the customer support. You are still hosting the client somewhere where you can communicate with them. You're giving them the roadmap of the banks that you're going to take them to. And overall, you're servicing the client, making sure that you have really good customer support, that you're efficient with your communication, that you have transparency, and you can easily explain what banks you're going to take them to so that they can achieve the goal of funding that they initially paid you for. There's no cost of goods. There is ad spend. There is the cost of your team, the cost of software. But other than that, you are not really spending much in this business model. You are spending, as I mentioned, on ads, on your team, on software, and the rest is profit. You're just raking in a lot of profit because you have built a service where people can come to you and effectively get the amounts of money that they want from these banks. This is the exact business model that has been making us $30,000 every single month, and this month we're about to double that and do $60,000 in profit. I am showing you right here, this niche is fairly untapped. I haven't really seen many people make videos on YouTube about it. You see many dropshipping videos, you see many SMMA videos, but business funding is a very, very simple business model that I highly recommend you check out and learn more about. Thank you guys for tuning into this video. I hope you guys go research more about business funding. And if you do want BRM connections, go ahead and drop a comment below and I can reach out with you with some more information. But I wish you nothing but success, and I hope to see you guys crush it in the business funding space.